Three, two, one, go. How's it going, everyone? It's your boy Slifer back at it again, here to announce that we have a pretty sick project going on here in the Slifer Squad community. We got ourselves a draft league going on. I'm not hosting it by myself, however, if you want to introduce yourself, I do have a phenomenal colleague with me in the squad who's going to help me run it.
Hey guys, it's me, Jorek. I'm from the Netherlands, and I'm really looking forward to this draft league.
So if you aren't familiar with the draft format, essentially what we're going to do is we're going to go take turns of everyone in the participants one by one. We're all going to draft Pokemon from top to bottom and then bottom to top, so that way whoever picks last will then pick first, so it's a little more fair. Just to even it out, we're going to be looking to get that draft done before the 9th of May. It's still a little premature of where we're planning it out, but it's important to do it that way. Start some matches around the 22nd of May, and we are looking for one more member. We have like the whole community in on it. Honestly, the vast majority of our Discord group is in on it. So in the description below, I'll link the Discord. You'll have to join to be a part of it. You'll see all the rules, all our tiers, all that good stuff. The gameplay right now is just me and Jorek playing a random battle. There's something to look at for you. But it's a little different from the regular Gen 7 OU metagame. We'll be playing on Pokemon Showdown servers in the Gen 7 OU games. But the rules will be there's no Omniboosts, there's nothing like that. Specific Pokemon are banned just because of their overwhelming presence. Since not everyone's going to get a counter to everything. Mega Lopunny, its base 135 speed and 136 physical attack makes it very difficult to switch into.
And of course its ability Scrappy makes it able to hit ghost types as well, and that is really, really powerful, of course.
Absolutely.
Actually, the combination in between normal and fighting makes that you almost every time you have a move that is normal or super effective.
Yeah, and with everyone picking a Pokemon can only be drafted once. We're all not everyone's going to be able to get a good switch in for it, a Pokemon quite like that, or Mega Alakazam, which we'll get to, which is essentially just a special version of it, honestly, where sure, people will be able to come up with ways to revenge kill it, but switching into it is unfair because it's basically an automatic KO or just an absurd amount of damage.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, indeed, Mega Alakazam, it has that insane speed stat with 150 base, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, 150 base.
And that's as fast as Electrode, and Electrode is one of the fastest ones in the whole game. And that's worse Pokemon. It's still extremely fast, and some choice carvers aren't even fast enough to outspeed it. And of course, it's very strong on its special side, but it also gets Psy Shock and makes it able to hit on the defensive side as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes it hard to switch in a Chansey or Blissey still. Yeah.
Defensive Pokemon also getting a slight nerf in draft format, since you already know your opponent will have them, and the majority of them, outside of Toxapex, or Haze Runners in general, just become setup fodder. Knowing your opponent's going to have a Ferrothorn makes it so a sub Dragon Dance Pokemon all of a sudden just 6-0s, and it's best of one in the differential format as we go through it up into playoffs, so you can't really afford to just let yourself get set up and swept. Another Pokemon that is great at cleaning up like that would be Greninja. Both Ash and Protean versions are unallowed because of just the speed tier, the overwhelming special attack, late game Water Shuriken. Not everyone's going to have a switch in. There's hardly any switch ins in the current metagame as it is, honestly. So, when we're dealing with 8 players, it's not fair to just screw 6 of us.
Yeah, when you have Greninja, you have to overprep it so much because it can change its typing. It can be actually an extra Mega, and that's just not fair to have one person have an extra Mega, of course. That's like giving away also the primal forms of Kyogre and Groudon, even though that's even worse. But yeah. And then we have the next Pokemon, Kyurem Black, of course, the black form. The normal Kyurem form is still available. I think it's tier 3.
Yeah.
That's not that bad, though. And the white Kyurem form that is banned because that has the insane special set of stat of 170, and Kyurem is known to have a good move pool for special moves. So that's really unfortunate, of course. And Kyurem Black is strong on the physical side, and it doesn't have an extremely well move pool. However, it gets things like Fusion Bolt, Outrage, Iron Head, Stone Edge, and those 4 are just enough already to sweep one team completely. Give it a choice band, max attack, adamant, and you have a base stat of 723.
Yeah, and again, like, you're just not switching into that, especially the mixed attack set. You start throwing some special attacks on there. Its stats are so good you don't even really have to invest in them to still hit hard, especially if you're hitting for super effective, reliable recovery and roost, base 125 HP, 100 defense. You can, a lot of strategies people have done in leagues where it's legal is they'll forego investment in attack because base 170 is already so massive. They'll make it extremely bulky to throw off their opponent's calculations, and it's just enough to destroy an entire team on its own. So to avoid any potential shenanigans with that, it's just, it's outlawed here.
Yeah, and of course its ability Terra Fault that goes through other abilities too. So when you have a Sturdy or you have a Mimikyu's Disguise, it doesn't matter. It will get one-shotted anyway. And that's really unfortunate as well. And you can run an ICMC Free Shock, for example. Then you still have that physical Ice-type move, and but with a high base power of the move as well. And then that's just ridiculous.
Yeah. So moving on to what is allowed, what you'll see is that we're going to be you'll be drafting 2 tier 1 Pokemon, a tier 3 Pokemon, a tier 2 Pokemon, a tier 4 Pokemon, and a tier 5 Pokemon, and then 1 Mega Evolution. On top of that, you'll also get 4 free picks based on the point system that I'm going to go over, and that will also be explained a little better in the documents listed down below. And of course you can ask either myself or Jorek or any of the other members in the Discord, and we'll be happy to talk to you about it. But each team's going to be giving...
really happy.
Yeah, because this is really exciting. I love draft leagues. I'm very excited to be hosting one.
Yeah, it's a really special moment actually, because myself, I haven't played a draft league either. Just like some people will be in this league who haven't done this before. But I'm just so excited to do this, and you are too, of course. And because some people like me, they watch A Drive and see him being happy and everything, and just seeing all those great strategies you want to come up with yourself. And this is a great way to do that, of course. And it's just amazing. I really like it.
Yeah, absolutely. And
one fun fact is actually, the first stream we ever met each other, we already thought of this idea and worked it out right away.
It was very much
it's crazy.
Yeah. So it's it's really cool, and to especially see all the slots of the tournament fill up so quickly. We're just looking for the one spot left. We've been public about it for a little bit now, probably just under a week, and we've already filled up 7 of our 8 slots. So if you want to, make sure to just join the Discord in the description down below. Let us know and we'll get you started away on that. We're basically just going to need your showdown name. We can work all that out, your time zone, so we can schedule matches and all that good stuff. And so you'll get 400 points, and all the tiers are going to be worth a different amount of points, so you'll be able to pick, your 4 other Pokemon from that. Get a total of 4 point-based Pokemon, a tier 1, a tier 3, tier 2, 4, 5, and your mega. And then every week you'll look at your opponent's list. You'll bring a team of 6. You'll do standard Gen 7 OU battle with that.
Yeah. And those 4 Z movers you choose, that's at the end of the stream. So you don't have to worry, should I save my Z move user for this Pokemon right away to say this will be my Z mover. But you can look at your list of Pokemons at the end of your draft and then decide which 4 Pokemons are your Pokemons that can use a Z move. And a funny fact is, you are using a Greninja, just as we said, it's illegal. How dare you?
I don't know. Definitely gonna have to keep an eye on everyone to make sure that no one pulls that. I might, but we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah. So we'll have species clause in effect. So if you draft Mega Sceptile, you won't be able to draft regular Sceptile because you wouldn't be able to bring them both on a team at the same time. Well, I guess you could. Yeah. Unlike most draft leagues, however, though, where you are required to Mega Evolve the turn that your Mega Evolution is out, it just kind of takes away from a competitive aspect of where you could get a Moxie boost with like a Heracross or a Pinsir or a Gyarados or something. You could absorb an electric type move and get your Lightning Rod bonus with say Manectric, and it just makes it a little more complicated than it needs to be. And then it's just unnecessary, we found, and just for the integrity of the game, despite it being a more casual draft league, it's still, it's just more strategy involved to be able to not have to Mega immediately. You're, of course, still required the Mega Stone, though.
Yeah, that's true. You can't run from them off balance and use a Choice Scarf or something. However, it is true that... oh god, what was I saying? That's so frustrating. Yeah, we did it because when you forget to Mega Evolve from an accident, when you click a move, cancel it, and then click another move, then you're and you have clicked only the first time Mega Evolve, it doesn't stay that way. And if you then lose because you didn't Mega Evolve, even though you thought you did, then
over like a misclick,
that would stink a lot.
Yeah. And, of course, you'll be following the regular tournament schedule of 1 battle per week. However, we are dealing with a lot of different time zones. We understand people have school and work, and, life gets busy. So if you can't due to schedule difficulties, just let us know as soon as you can. We'll be able to reschedule it. I'll give you a little bit of an extension. We'll figure it out. It won't mess with the standings too long. Some draft leagues will give you a game loss. We find that's a little heavy-handed, to say the least. That might be a little much.
Yeah. And wait, did you not already talk about the timer, or?
No, I have not mentioned that yet. Yeah, we'll, unless of course there's some very blatant issues going on, we'll be playing without the timer. Just not to really limit your opponent like that. And then it also makes differential a little difficult dealing with that when it comes to timeouts and things of the sort. And some people might have bad internet, or their internet might go out for a brief moment or something of the sort. We just really want our games played, I guess, is what it comes down to. You join a Pokemon League to actually play the game. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. It's just we don't want to stress each other out, and some people are new to this draft league and sometimes need the time to think what they're gonna do, what their next move is, and as it progresses, they will learn to faster click moves, even though they still think about it good. And that makes it easier for them to get used to this draft league, of course, because we want to introduce people to this format, and we really, that's just our main focus, and to have fun, of course.
Exactly. So if you've never done one before and you're a little hesitant to join, don't be. At the end of the day, even if you just end up joining the Discord in the community and don't participate in this draft league, you know, I'm sure it'll be successful. Everyone will enjoy it and will be able to continuously do them as time goes forward. So maybe you can get in on one of those ones. But I really do encourage you to take that opportunity to join if you want to. It's a ton of fun, friendly people. You know, it's not that serious. It's a ton of gameplay, playing, with 8 people a match a week. Tons of different creative strategies and such that you'll be able to do. And, if you're confused on any of the rules or anything, of course, there's the comment section, there's the Discord, there's personal messages, We'll get those answers to you one way or another.
Yeah. I don't know anything to add anymore. I think we talked about everything, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that just about sums it up.
Did we talk about Omni Boosts?
Yeah, I did mention that there will be no Omni
okay.
boosts allowed. So none of those extreme EV boosts, Z Celebrate, any of those things.
Yeah. Well, let's say, to be honest, to have it for just EV or something, it isn't that terrible. But you do risk the chance to be snatched, and then they have that complete boost, and would suck just a lot.
And for the sake of simplicity in the rule set, it's easier to just outright ban something than, allow a certain few specific ones to do it.
Yeah, and of course there's no baton pass, so that makes it easier to give the chance to do that extreme evo boost. However, if you do it with the extreme evo boost, you also should do it with happy hour, with Z Celebrate, and then you can run Victini with Z Celebrate stored power, and that is just a bit too powerful, if you ask me.
Absolutely. So that's gonna about sum it up. Thank you so much for your time and efforts, Jorek.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this, even though it still will be a few months before we start this, but I'm excited, man.
Me as well. I'm definitely super excited for this. So that about sums it up, and thank you so much for watching. Check out all the links in the description down below, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.